right, welcome everybody. I'm testing out higher bit rate because YouTube can do 2K, can do 4K. So I'm doing 13,000 bit rate instead of 6,000 bit rate, which is what's recommended for Twitch. Twitch says it can't do higher than that. And I'm looking at Twitch right now, and Twitch is saying that I'm streaming only at the highest of 720p instead of 1080. I don't even know why my Twitch isn't going up to 1080. It would always go up to 1080 before. So output streaming, yeah, we're at 13,000, which is easily 2K. Or it's right on the border of 2K. Hold on, I hear myself. Let's mute that. All right. So I don't know why Twitch, first off, I don't know why Twitch can't go higher than 1080p. That's pretty sad. YouTube can do much higher than, YouTube can stream at 4K if you want to. So it's really weird. I don't know. Arturo, what's up, my man? Hey, thanks so much for the love. How you doing? OP Gamer in the house. Yeah, this game's coming out in 3 days from now, but I'm investigating to see if it's going to be worth playing. And we'll have to see how these settings are. Like, I'll watch the stream. I'll watch the playback after the stream. And then I'll find out what's going on Twitch, why we're not at 1080p on Twitch. Was my last video at 1080? Yesterday's stream, was that at 1080? Let's see, Twitch. Hold on, let me check. Where are my options here for creator dashboard? Yeah, yesterday's is 1080. So now that I'm going to 13K bitrate instead of 6K bitrate, way higher, right? Way higher resolution than 1080. It's not even giving me 1080. This is weird. That right now it's doing... Maybe it'll change. Maybe on Twitch it'll change. Go back. No, it says 720p is the highest. Maybe I need to change some setting in there. But yesterday was 1080. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, man. Twitch is so weird. Like, Twitch is... It's amazing that YouTube is so much better than Twitch for streaming. Like, what is that about? As far as streaming quality goes, what we can do with the streaming quality. That's pretty weird. All right, I'm going to turn those both off. We'll see how it goes. I'll watch back through the recordings. We'll get this all worked out. That way, when we do start streaming a lot, we'll see how it goes. What's up, Greg? Before you go to bed, I wish I could. Greg, I don't know what's going on, guys, with us being able to play multiple characters here. Like, I don't know how to unlock the other slots. If we go to character, because I'm on the Japanese server, but we've got it translated over to English with this app. But still, look, we have two other classes locked. I can't, well, actually, I've got the Paladin unlocked, Greg. I do. What's up, buddy? I've got the Paladin unlocked along with the Saint so we can see the skills, but I can't unlock these other two. But it says go over here to consumables in the premium shop. You can buy character slots from the consumables tab in the premium shop. Got it. Now we go into the game and I go to the premium shop, which is right here. Premium shop. I looked all through this stuff. There is a consumable tab right here, but I don't see anything that says where I can buy character slots. Oh. I didn't slide over. Well, what the hell, man? I didn't slide over at all yesterday. I kept coming because you know, look how it's kind of cornered off. It looks like that's it. I didn't pull over. It's right here. Character slots. 800 gems. And I think we can get tickets too. As we play, we can get a ticket to unlock these. How do I get 800 gems? 3 per day. This is 5. That's gems for something else. 300. There's 345. So maybe, yeah, $20. Little under $20, whatever the exchange rate is. I think it might be like $15 with the way the exchange rate is, and I can unlock those other ones. Yeah. Here's the Paladin though. Here's the healer Paladin, and I don't know. Definitely a lot of healing abilities, but remember the Valkyrie had a lot of stuff that we saw that it seemed like the healer that that a paladin would do, right? It seemed like that. Like an offensive paladin, the ret paladin looked like the Valkyrie. Arturo, thanks again for that sub, man. Appreciate the love. Has resubbed tier 1 for 3 months in a row, man. Appreciate that. Total 33 subs. That's awesome. Hope you're doing well. What's good, man? What's good with everybody? Arturo, you playing anything? You still playing King Arthur? You playing anything new? You jumping on Call of Duty from time to time? Hey, we got some new summons to do. That'll be nice. These are just login rewards on day 2. I did some summons last night and I didn't have any luck. Free summons, but I've got common and uncommons. Day 14. What's that one? And weapon skins. I don't really understand what a weapon skin is because I did quite a few weapon skins and I didn't see anything great or anything for me to equip from that. You know, a weapon skin would be that we could obviously make our weapon look like whatever we summoned. But I didn't see like where to go, where to do that. You know, when I summon an avatar, we can see the different avatars and we can wear those skins. So when I summon my lower level avatars, these are what I have. Well, it says I can only use this skin right now. Oh, because I'm on the Saint. I'm not on the main one that we've been playing. But you can wear whatever skin you want and you'll still have whatever benefit from your highest gear, highest avatar that you have. So that's cool. Let's look at these skills. Let's look at these skills really quick. I just unlocked PvP. Before I got on stream here, I was running around doing some quests and it just said you can go into PvP. Greg, I'm a little suspicious, man. I've been playing for only 2 days, maybe, who knows how many hours, maybe like 6 hours. And I haven't done any kind of dungeon. I haven't seen a dungeon unlock. I'm in a guild. The guild does have 2 dungeons I can go into right now that are boss dungeons. Do I go in there with other people? I haven't tried it yet. When we jump back on my main, we'll try it out. And there's dungeons right there. Unlock after Midgard Part 12. Okay. Because that's a big thing for us, man. I need that co-op. I need that dungeon. I want to jump in every day and go into dungeons with people. I want them to be fun. I want to do PvP, which we're going to do today because we just unlocked that. And I've already seen people in the open world help out, like high level people help out others while I was going around. So we know we can do things like that. But dungeons, I want to see dungeons with co-op play, fun stuff with that, and I want to see great PvP. Those are the 2 things that will keep me playing. Those are the only 2 things that'll keep me playing. Back to work. Still playing some COD. Yeah, I've been jumping on COD lately too. My wife's like, why are you always playing Call of Duty all the time? I was like, because I didn't have anything to do. I was bored. So I jumped back on there for the newest season, leveled up all the guns, unlocked them all to try them out. And man, that SWAT. Still, the SWAT 5.56 with that mod, just the time to kill with that is just so fast, man. It's like the best one out there. Even the new one you get from joining Warzone, the Kilo, that's okay, but it's not really a fast time to kill with that. I don't know. I'm not playing Warzone though. I'm playing pub matches. I'm playing domination, like always domination. But I can tell you that SWAT is no joke. Okay, looks like our stream's been fine at this resolution. I'll check the replay. Okay, so let's look at the skills. Griggs, here's the skill for Paladin. Now, Paladin's got the standard attack move here, 70% of attack every 1 second, so we get a damage over time. 14-second cooldown. This one is a HP recovery to itself, 5% of max HP. Is that it? 10-second cooldown, skill range, 1 ally, including yourself. Okay, so you get 1 ally, including yourself. That's pretty good. Restore your HP for part of the damage dealt. Now, this is very different than, like, we're playing the priest class, but this is very different than the healer. And you can swap between the 2, but it's cool that we have, like, a melee. So it's kind of like a melee damage dealer. Slow speed on this. Slow speed on that one. It's like a 3-hit combo. See how it goes down like that? So 3 hits. This one is restore the HP of the allies within range over time. Okay, so we got to heal over time. A little hot for everybody. Resisting debuffs on your allies with this within range. Okay, debuff resistance. Thorn shield. Is it just for yourself or for others? Return damage is limited to 2 times the basic attack damage of the caster. Only for itself, okay. Increase the movement speed and attack speed of your allies, you and your allies. Debuff removal. Restore your HP over time. Remove debuffs, immobilization, incapacitation from you, and restore your HP over time. Now, is that just like a passive that goes off? If it removes something like immobilization, if it removes those stuns and those snares that we get all the time. This one's nice. We get a taunt here for dungeons. 2 times the hate, and then you create a shield when you do that. Get a stun. What's the range on that? Range up to 13 meters. That's still further than the. It's so weird, man. The mage's range is 9 meters, and this goes up to 13 meters. That's why I like the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie looks like it's got like a 15-meter range on a lot of the charge moves that the Valkyrie will do, which is far greater than what I've seen for anybody else. But I need to go back to the archer and look at the archer's range. This is raise your shield up high, strike the enemy down, increase hate with a taunt, and briefly increase all damage taken to the enemy. So we're gonna slow them and a chance to stun them. Single target. Dealing damage over time in a sacred area. This probably has good aggro on this too. Briefly makes your allies within range, including yourself, immune to debuffs and gives them magical shields. Well, that's pretty nice. They gotta all be in range of this, but for you and your allies, it's pretty nice. That's a minute cooldown though. That's the longer one. Now we don't have the minstrel. We don't have the bard yet, so we don't even need to look at the bard. And then this is the saint, and the saint's all about, you know, doing a lot more healing, I would assume. I don't know. I was playing it like I leveled the saint to get here, like the regular healer, and we got a resurrection, and then we've got this big old 1 minute cooldown that looks pretty sweet too. You can't do God. You got no reflexes. Yeah, I'm not the fastest either. I'm not like I used to be. I used to be a lot faster, but still, I do all right. It's fun. I like the Twitch shooters, you know, where you're like going around and moving fast. It's fun. Paladin with no armor, sword, and shield. Yeah, it's got a mason shield for the paladin. It was. But now that I know how to unlock those other slots, I'll unlock those tonight and level up the other 2 heroes. Let me look at the. Oh, we didn't get the archer, did we? That's why. I wonder how I spend money on this game. Hold on, because I'm in Japan. I don't know what pops up. Oops. Hold on. Let me get back in the game. Under my main character, and then I'll go over to that part to where I can buy the hero slots, because I really want to see what the archer is like. The archer looks pretty sweet, but to do that we got to go to premium shop, maybe if I do this on my tablet, but I'd have to make sure I download the game and link everything on my tablet. I guess it wouldn't be that hard to do. I can't read anything. Like nothing. Hold on, I'm over the gyms, the stash. Please. Here it is. Here's where it kind of shows you how to buy it, right? You can buy up to 10 at a time. No, we're just gonna buy one. If I can buy one. That says Google. It says like it's gonna let me do it on Google Play. Wants to access your Google account. Verify Google payment account. You have finished verifying your account. Done. Verify Google payment complete process. PayPal. It says unavailable in this country. My credit card. It says item is unavailable in this country too. Well, maybe I get my wife to do it. Oh well, we'll find out later. I'll see about this later on. Okay, back on the main account. Let's check out PvP. Let's see what's going on with those dungeons. I am, like I said, I just joined this guild yesterday, and I do see that we have, I donated to the guild, and I see that we have guild dungeons here. I don't know how these guild dungeons work. Is it solo? Is it group? Enter the dungeon. It says 2 people. When you create a guild, you have to wait 7 days. What? You have to wait 7 days before you can enter a guild dungeon? We'll be on the new game, global release in like 3 days from now. I have to wait 7 days to enter one of these dungeons? Come on. It's messed up. All right, but at least we can get to the other dungeons once we get to Midgard Part 12. All right, let me run around here and let's go to PvP and see what that's all about. There's some other quest thing I got to do really quick right here while we're on top of these parapart things. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Global release in EU. Yeah, everywhere. Global release on... it won't matter because if you're going to play on PC. If you're going to play on PC or Android, then the 29th, yes. iOS, I'm not sure. I would think iOS would be the same, right? I would hope. All right, let's talk to this little thing. Yeah, I found you, sucker. What is this, a telescope? Is this one of those things where you find it and you survey the area? And we got to find like all these things? Beautiful view. Yep. Awesome. Like Genshin Impact. Now it's telling me I got to find another one. Oh shit. Hey, stop jumping to your death. Look, you see my new little chicken I got? My little chicken mount? I got a wolf mount and a chicken mount, and oh, we got to do some summons. Hold on, before we go into the PvP, we got to do a little bit of summons. Over here on the mount section, when I did some mount summons, I was able to get this elk, which is my strongest one now. Pretty cool. We can, skins, even though we're using him as our strongest, we can use whatever mount skin we want, but this thing looks pretty cool. And I got a wolf as well. Skins. A little scraggly wolf. Which one did I... Oh yeah, I thought the chicken looked pretty cool though. What's my battle chicken, man? Battle chicken. For her, it looks pretty cool. And then on mobile, when I'm calling... Yeah, when you're chilling in bed? Exactly. That's what you can do with this, right? All right, we're going to go to... Oh, we're going to do our summons, and then we'll go to PvP. So let's see if we got anything new... We can't do these summons until level 28. Divine Rune. I don't even know what a Divine Rune is going to do for us. These are to upgrade our armor. I don't know if I really want to upgrade my armor right now. Until we get it better. Until we get to like a higher rarity. Maybe get blue rares instead of these uncommons. I'll save those. These can upgrade our skills. No, that's not magic skills. That's the wrong one. Go back. Archmage only level 25. Did we just hit 25? Or we got Ice Shield now? Nice. I thought we got some new tickets. We were doing all those daily logins. Maybe it was only these tickets. I thought we got something else to summon. But I guess not. Whoops. Alright, let's look at our new spell. Spell. Edit spells. Okay, I like this one. This is a 15-second cooldown. It does an AoE damage. And it slows them by 50% for 4 seconds. Like while they're in this vortex. And it's got a low cooldown. This is our stun. But this stun takes a minute. Like you hit them and then it counts down and then boom, it stuns them. This one... Oh, I keep changing them for some reason. This one is... Frostbite on them. Attack the enemy by summoning an ice spike. It does good damage though. 265% damage. See, this is 80% of attack, but it's per second, so it's still good damage. And it does lower their movement speed by 50% with Ice Spike. Cooldown's 15 second on that too. Can I stop changing those? We gotta keep Fireball. This Fireball one's really strong. Okay, we got Ice Shield on. Generates an Ice Shield at your current position. Being hit with the shield is active, has a 100% chance to inflict Frostbite on the attacker. Oh, that's all it does, is inflict Frostbite? No, it says create a shield 10% of your max HP for 20 seconds. I don't know. Maybe we don't even need shield right now. I think we're good with all of our attack skills, honestly. Okay, PvP time. What's going to happen? Yeah, right? It's pretty cool, though. Halp, what's up, man? How you doing, Halp? Let's see what PvP is like. Remember, this is going to be the thing. Either if PvP is good and if dungeon co-op is good, then I'm all set. If it's not, then it'll just be a real big bummer. It won't even be worth grinding and playing. All right, I accepted 6 of these Town Hall quests, which are daily things you can knock out. Just like when you went to the message board when you were playing Diablo Immortal and you got all those the board quests to do every day. Kind of like that, right? You'll try it on the 29th? Yeah. Come and join us, man. It's going to be fun. We're going to be on server 6. All this stuff's over in my Discord. We'll be on server 6. We got just a few days to go. And I'm on the Japanese server right now just to see if it's worth... Like, really, the main reason I got here was to see what their skills were, because we couldn't see their full skills. They just showed us a description of the 3 skills for each of the classes, but they didn't show you all of them. But if you play for like an hour, you unlock them, and we can see what every single skill is. So if you go over here to the skill book now for Archmage, you can see all the Archmage abilities. If you go to Dark Wizard... And I'm glad I played too, because I didn't know, like nobody said that when you pick a class, you get to play whatever you want. Like if you pick a priest, you get to play the Paladin whenever you want. You get to play the Saint whenever you want. You can switch back and forth between the two. I thought you could only, like, once you picked that road, you were locked in. And if I wanted to play a wizard and a dark wizard and then an archmage, I'd have to level up another wizard. But that's not the case, which makes it fun, because if there's a class like the rogue that could either be assassin or archer, you can play 2 different playstyles. A lot of these you can play nice, 2 different nice playstyles, just like WoW, right? When you play retribution paladin or a protection paladin, things like that. Or if you play a druid, you can play, bear tank, a little bit of rogue with your panther, and then healer. I mean, with a druid, you can do a lot. Or Moonkin damage dealer. Yeah, this is going to be cool. I hope. Like I said, we're testing it all now. So I'm going to go into Arena. It says beta version. We've got Battle of Valhalla. Take part in an intense, massive battle. Yeah, let me sign up for that. 45 minutes to go. Can I put myself in queue? Yeah, it's not available right now. It's available in 44 minutes, right? Set an alarm for 45 minutes. All right, we'll be here. Let's see if we can get in this in 45 minutes, see what this big battle's all about. Because I tried to go, like last night while I was playing, I tried to go online and find other dungeon runs. I couldn't find any dungeon runs. And I couldn't find a lot of good PvP battle videos. So I don't even know what this Battle of Valhalla is. What is no arena available? Now, the server I'm on right now for Japan is a brand new server. I noticed everybody's really low level. I'm pretty sure it's a newer server. It's like the highest number server they had. I don't know when it opened. The peaceful wind ceases. Brothers who drink from the same cup threaten each other with blades. Combat limit. Combat, yeah, what's my combat right now? You can battle freely without any brute penalty, and your PK history will not be affected. Yes, but how do I... Number of players? 5? Okay, number of players 5. Arena name Stew. Do you just like make your own arena or something? What's going on here? Passcode. I don't want to do any of this passcode stuff. What is this? What is red, blue, purple? Are these bots? What's happening here? It is blue on the blue side, right? I mean, the game looks awesome, that's for sure. Everything looks nice. Okay, so it's a small map. You can see that the purple's over there. We've got a hill here, so we can do a little line of sight. We got some bushes. You do automatically mount up, which is a little bit weird. You can hit F to get off your mount. I mean, it's nice in the open world when you automatically mount, but I don't know if you want to auto mount here. Maybe, I mean, mounts are pretty fast, so if you're trying to like get behind something. I don't think that might stop melee. I don't know. This is a higher one. No target, right? Damn, you're in a route. Wow. I guess, you know, it'll be busy and global. Once we get to global, this will be busy for us. How do I get out? So max number 2 people. If one person would just enter, that'd be nice. I don't know, 2v2v2 would be really cool if we could do that. Now, I guess if there were other PvP going on, we'd be able to see the list of PvP happening. Something we could jump into. Nothing. Top left exit? Okay. I was just seeing if anybody would come in. If nobody's going to come in, then we'll wait 45 minutes and we'll go into the big arena. Or not whatever this battle for Valhalla is. We'll go into that in 40 minutes from now. All right. At least we get to see the grounds, right? We get to see what it's kind of set up like. I mean, this is pretty good. If I was battling some people over there and just trying to take pot shots with my range, which I don't think my range is that great. If I'm playing against melee and I'm trying to get away from them, which this wouldn't stop. If I can jump up, then they can charge and jump up and pull me back, no problem against melee. It would have to be something to where I could like go around like this thing. Frostbite them, slow them, stun them, and then kind of go around this and maybe shoot them up a little bit. I don't know. The range feels so low. Are you sure you want to close the game? Oh, no. No, not the game. Not the game. Wait, what happened? What happened? You said top left? Wait. I hit the start button. What's it saying? Where did you say to get out of here? Top left to exit out of arena? Top left. What's up here at the top left? I see my character bar in the world. Oh, there's an exit. There's like a door button right there. Right behind my head somewhere. Help! What's happening, man? You were on Paladin when you opened those? Which one? Paladin. Okay, so since we gotta wait 40 minutes to see if we can jump into that other PvP. Let's go knock out. Let's just keep following the main quest. I do have some side quests to do, but I can do those later. And I've got these town quests, which are all just kill quests. And you can have it auto these town quests. Like it'll go to each of the kill areas and kill all the mobs for you. So I could have that going on while I go eat dinner. Really easily. But I do like our fast travel. Our fast travel is pretty damn sweet. Whenever it's like 100 meters away or so, you can just fast travel right to it. Now, I don't know if we need a special ticket for that. I've seen that they sell these fast travel tickets in the shop, but I haven't had to use any. Maybe it's because we're at a low level. It'll just take us to the next quest easily, you know, for free, I guess. Like this one's 500 meters away, so I just go over here to quest. And, whoa, that cost 500 gold right there and something else too. It did. It cost 500 gold and something else to come all the way out here. Hey, I didn't show you guys. Let me show you this one area where I got attacked by the big boobas. Now it says ride for free. Maybe because we're on one of the waypoints. So this was, I was running around yesterday and I had a quest over here. You'll all have this quest. About 2 hours of playing, you'll have this quest. But I was in this area knocking out some stuff. And I saw some really cool designed enemies. I was like, oh, look at this. Look at this house type thing. With like vines. And whatever. Right? Looks pretty cool. And then I was like, what the shit is this? Where'd she go? Where's she at? I already beat her. You'll all have to beat her as part of the quest. The main quest, you'll beat her. Oh man, is she not here anymore? Where did the big booba girl go? It's a pretty cool fight. She'll petrify you. She does this big AoE petrification, and I could never jump out of it. I can never get out of it. Like I'd be right on the outside ring of it, and then she'd petrify me and do all these blasts and other moves. It was pretty wild. It's kind of like she's sitting on vines like this, but she was a huge, big boobed, completely naked woman coming after me and doing all this crazy blasts and whips and stuff with vines. Well, you'll see her. Everybody will see her. When you start playing day one, you'll see what she is. Okay, so is fast travel free or not? When I'm out like this, if I go to quest, that's 500 gold now. Is it free when we're over here at the waypoint though? No, I tried controller and it didn't work for me. So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have controller support in global or not. I have my controller plugged in because I use it when I play Call of Duty. So I picked it up this morning and tried it, and I went over here to settings to, like, it said gamepad, but it's not gamepad, it's virtual pad. So there's a virtual pad, and then there was display the key controls on the hub, which we already see, but I didn't see controller. Still 500 to fast travel here. I don't know. Maybe it's going to start costing me money to fast travel some places. Sheesh, I hope so. I think it'd be nice to play with controller. It's pretty relaxing. When we played Diablo Immortal with controller, it was really nice. Global version could be different. They could add it in global version. A lot of times they do things different in global than they do with the Korean or Japanese version. Why'd it get so dark and huey over here? Oh, is it nighttime? The sun going down? Okay. I was wondering, it was so bright and vibrant before, and now it's like the sun went down. The rain's nice, like the dark rain effects when it's raining outside is really nice. All the graphics are extremely nice. And they've got some cool, unique characters in here that I've fought. This one big, like these trolls, along with these barbarians. It's pretty cool stuff. So I'm hoping there's longevity in dungeons, gear grinding, and PvP. That's the dream. Now, we didn't mean to pull in that big mammoth, but he got caught in our AoE. Now we got our 4 skills here. Now it looks like you can, if I scroll See how I can flip over to another set of skills? Actually, I don't think we're... Yeah, we're not stuck. We're not stuck on using 5. Okay. We're not stuck on only using 4 skills. Oh yeah, I just used Ice Shield. Okay, nice. All right, do you see that at the bottom right? On my mouse, I've got 12 buttons, right? We've got 12 buttons. So when I hit number 1, it pulls up skill 1 here. 2 and 3 and 4, right? We're on it. But if I hit 5, it'll flip back over to the 5, the 6 and the 7. And I can use those skills just by hitting 5. Okay, that's pretty wild. We can use almost, it looks like we can use every skill we want to. Or at least 8. Are we out of mana? No, we're okay with mana. Spare, we just got our skills on cooldown. Skills. Edit skill slots. Okay, so we can use 8 as max. Okay, that's nice. I didn't know that. I thought we only had 4 yesterday. Average MP consumption 5 seconds. Okay, very nice. But when I'm out here in the open wild like this, if I go to 5, I set 5 on auto, so now it's going to cast 5 on this. Okay, now it's going to cast all my skills on cooldown, but we're not going to have enough mana to keep up with that. But I am getting shield. You can see the shield's going up, and the shield will be up in 30 seconds, and it's going to cast it on auto. Okay, sweet. No more Game of Thrones gameplay. Game of Thrones is going to come out on the 30th. We'll see. But Game of Thrones just doesn't have any co-op. There's no built-in co-op. There's no built-in in-game for Game of Thrones. There's just single player. It's a great looking single player experience. It needs to have more. It needs to have like people running around, or at least you group up and do dungeons together, not just zone in and fight this one dragon, small drake. You fight the spider, and that's if you're doing the gear dungeon, which you don't even need to do until you're looking for tier 4 gear. Like you can play the whole entire game, tier 2, tier 3 gear easily. Go through all the areas, great time, great combat. And then when you're trying to get up to tier 4 gear, you can start doing those dungeons. So you get, after 8 runs of doing those dungeons, the co-op dungeon, you get a guaranteed epic of whatever item you picked. And then there's the dragon at the end to do the dragon together. But that's it. There's no other co-op component to it. There's no PvP. There's leaderboards for some few things, but there's no real reason to even care about that. There's no reason to spend. The gacha's not great. Just play it free to play and you'll have a great time. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they could have done that. They could have done so much better with Game of Thrones is what I feel. But we'll see. Maybe a global launch, they'll put out more. Sometimes games hold things until global and see, come out with more, right? But I'm a little worried because it's Netmarble. Netmarble does King Arthur Legends Rise. They do solo leveling Rise. They're doing this Game of Thrones. And I feel like Netmarble comes out. They come out with really good games, but then they don't have any in-game. They come out with a great base game concept, gameplay, and then it's like there's nothing to do it in-game. There's no reason to spend money. They just don't, like, I don't know. They completely miss what your game rotation should be. Like, what's going to keep you playing? What's the cycle? What is it going to be like? Like, they do great with, okay, here's the game, here's how you progress. It's fun, everything's great, but they never consider what do people do it in game? What are you going to do in your daily grind to keep people motivated, to keep it fun and fresh, and to keep people spending? No PvP? Well, they should have PvP because it's really got cool fight mechanics, cool game mechanics. It would be a little wild in PvP because the The rogue could stun every once in a while if they made it that way, and really the knight would be insane in PvP with the parry ability it has. If the knight and you could use parry to have it up whenever somebody attacked you and just knock them, it would be pretty insane, but it would be fun. And now we're talking about PvP that is objective-based PvP, like domination PvP, or you hold a point, you grab something and bring it back and hold it. It needs to be just not, you know, 5 people versus 5 people. Whoever's left alive wins. It needs to have some kind of objective. Even a MOBA type PvP like Diablo Immortal would be great. I don't know if that's MOBA, but you know what I mean. Like Diablo Immortal, you attack these statues. They're not even, they're NPCs, right? They're not even players, but other players can kill you while you're trying to do that. And then you walk those statues. No, you walk the statues down and then you try to kill the statues and other people try to kill you while you're doing that. So you've got an objective in Diablo Immortal. And then once you do that, you break into the inn and you kill the heart. Diablo Immortal had great PvP, like really good PvP. It was fun. It's got to be objective based. It can't just be like, here's 2 people and 2 people fight. To me, that's like the boringest kind of PvP. All fast money, then they go to the next game. It's weird though, because games, it's not really fast money. You can't make that much fast money on a game. You've got to develop, like the development costs of games are in the, you know, 10 millions. You can't spend $10 million to develop a game and then just let it ride for 6 months and make more money back. I just don't believe that that's possible. I don't, they're all cash cows, so maybe it's possible, but I just can't believe it's possible. They work on them just like they're working on King Arthur right now with a whole lot of new in-game stuff. But here's the thing about the game market. The game market is not only it's fickle, right? People will just go to the next game that's just new. They don't care what it is. It's just a new next game. Let me try it out. They will do that. But when you design a game, you've got to have in-game. You just have to have an idea of what you're doing for the in-game loop. If you don't have the good in-game loop and that wasn't part of your design, then you've already kind of failed, because people will move on and they won't come back. Some people will come back, but most will move on and they won't come back because there's so many games coming out all the time. So if you're going to come out with a great new game like King Arthur, not only should you have play tested the journey going from, you know, level 1 to the end game, whatever the end game is, but you should have completely play tested what your in-game loop is. And it doesn't seem like they did that at all. They just, you know, King Arthur, they just said, hey, we've got bosses you fight. We're going to let you fight the same bosses in your clans, which is pretty lame, but you know, whatever. It's not terrible, but the way that they did it was terrible. Like they had no concept of what was going on with when a full clan attacks those bosses and you beat it, right? You get to the max level, say level 30, you get to the max level, and then just people just kind of sorry, we could have moved past this a long time ago. We just been talking. Yo, get off me, bear. Like they had no idea what happens when people just time out or have nothing to do for a few weeks, when they've killed all the bosses. They just didn't ever take any of that very far. They obviously had no clue what was going on. Like what game out there also has you do clan PvP but then locks people out for months on end from leaving a clan or joining a clan? And they're still doing that. Like to this day, when you're in clan PvP, you cannot leave a guild and you can't have new players join a guild. So many people left because of that, and they're still not playing because of it. It's stupid, man. It just makes zero sense. And unfortunately, Netmarble really doesn't talk to anyone. They don't talk to any of their content creators. They don't talk to any of their player base. Now, I do know that they do take feedback. I've seen tons of stuff posted on their feedback boards, and I can tell that they're actually looking at that feedback and trying to do things with it. But some of this stuff, these are things that you should have already ironed out and already realized when you were doing the game development. When you're actually playtesting this stuff, internally, externally, whatever you're doing to playtest it all, whether you're paying people or you're just doing it in-house, These are things that you should have realized. And then even if you didn't realize them, you should by now, and you should have done something about it. So we'll see. They're coming out with new content, right? This Wednesday, what are we on? Saturday right now? So we've got 4 days. 4 days from now, we're going to have brand new content, and I hope a new hero. There should be a new hero coming out on Wednesday as well, for me, Wednesday, in King Arthur, along with that new content they were talking about. Can't make fast money with it. I mean, I think they're going to make fast money with Game of Thrones, but I think people are going to play the game like I did and think it's awesome, man. Game of Thrones is fun, but then they're going to play it for about, I don't know, a week, and they're going to say, okay, what am I doing? But I'm not really playing with anybody. The game loop is okay, but not that great. And like, what's the point of me doing this? But I think Game of Thrones is going to bring out more things. I think after global launch, a month after, when people are playing it, I think they're going to start, you know, dropping content and maybe dropping more co-op is what they really need to do. I would come out with dungeons. Like, I don't understand why a lot of these games don't have dungeon-based content. Like, how hard is it to come up with like 4 packs of mobs that you fight, and then after that 4th pack you fight like a boss type or a boss with add type, and you go in there with 3 to 4 people? I mean, that's what all the MMOs have. That's what even Diablo Immortal and those type of games have. Why don't they have those type of games for Game of Thrones? Like, why doesn't Game of Thrones have that? So you can actually play with people. And then it is weird that Game of Thrones is not going to have PvP. They should have large, like the way it's set up, they should have a large, huge map PvP would be really cool. Not yet. We had to wait for a cooldown. We tried to do single player PvP and nobody was queued for it, which was really weird. I hope it's different than global, because it's like we made a PvP. We made our own PvP private map. We could let anybody could join it though. You could also lock it out to where there's a code to have other people join. And then there's also this big battle for Valhalla, but it doesn't start until... I got a timer going on. Hold on, let me see what the time is. It doesn't start until 21 minutes from now. So in 21 minutes, we'll see if we can get into that battle for Valhalla. It's a large scale, like big battle. A pure PvE. Yeah, and that's the thing. Well, here's another thing about that, right? If they were going to go the Genshin Impact way, they should have done that. I'm all for Game of Thrones being the Genshin Impact way, but it's not set up like that at all. It doesn't even have bosses that we go in and fight to get gear like that. There's no dungeons. Like in Genshin Impact, we go into a dungeon and we fight the waves of enemies, and we fight the boss, and then we, it gives us the RNG gear at the end. Or we use our resin to go into the open world and we spawn a boss and we fight it really quick, right? And then there's the weekly bosses that you fight in Genshin 2, like the big wolf and whatever else there was. In Game of Thrones, you've got these camps that are really easy to beat, that aren't like that at all. You've got these other, what were they called? You've got the small camps, and then you've got one other bigger one that you go through each day. Like every 14 hours you can go through it, get a lot of rewards. You fight a whole bunch of little smaller guys, and you fight like a big guy at the end. It just doesn't have the same feel as Genshin. It definitely isn't rewarding. Like when I do that, it's not very rewarding. You're getting like tier 3 mats, you're getting tier 4 mats. You're not getting you're not really getting anything for your jewelry, which is the main focus. Like jewelry and doing expedition to hopefully get back artifacts is the main thing in Game of Thrones. So the reward for doing those things daily on those camps really isn't there. Like you just feel like you're just spinning your gears, not really doing much. The dungeons, the co-op dungeons that you can do, and then after you do 8 runs, you get the guaranteed epic, feels very lackluster. Like the bosses you fight in those feel like really lackluster. I don't know how you make those boss mechanics better, but they have way better boss mechanics in solo leveling Arise than they do in Game of Thrones. But the scope of it all looks fun. When you fight the spider, it looks cool. When you fight that little drake in the beginning, it kind of looks cool, but The big open world dragon looks nice as well, but they're just kind of like throwing out moves. It's not, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain unless you play it. And then in Game of Thrones, there just isn't set up like Genshin as far as monetary wise goes. Genshin makes so much money and does so well because it's fun to spend in Genshin. Like, it's really fun to spend money there. You're getting all these multiple copies of different heroes. New heroes are being dropped all the time. What are they going to do for Game of Thrones? They don't even do heroes. All they have are 3 different classes that you can play. It's all free. What am I going to spend money on gacha for there? Just to try to get better artifacts, try to get more tickets to do more expedition, so then I can do expedition and have that come back and try to give me something? It's really boring. I'm telling you, when Genshin came out and I was spending quite a few thousands in Genshin, it felt good to spend there. Like, you're getting heroes, you're getting weapons, you're leveling up their celestial stuff, you know, multiple copies of heroes. Same thing with solo leveling Arise. When you summon for solo leveling, you get different hunters, you get multiple copies of those hunters, and then you summon for weapons and you get all the different weapons. It felt good. And then whenever you spend, you also get additional currency to spend in, you know, the spender shop from anybody spending. It's awesome. Game of Thrones, I mean, I just didn't feel the need to spend on any of it. I didn't feel the need to get stronger because it was easy for me to get strong. And it just wasn't fun. I mean, that's the main thing, is this. If it's not fun to spend on the gacha, then, you know, I'm not going to do it just for the power increase. Like, the power increase never intrigues me really with the gacha stuff. I like doing gacha because I'm getting a new hero. I get to try out that new hero and have fun with that new hero. But as far as like gaining absolute power with spending money for that, it's never been a factor for me. I like spending just to try new things out. Try a new weapon out, try a new hero out. I don't need, you know, 20 copies of that new hero to do that. And in Game of Thrones, you just don't have any of that. So it's, I don't know, it's really weird. So not only did they not think about their in-game loop very well, they didn't do their monetization well. Because in Game of Thrones, man, Game of Thrones right now, we could be playing even like Tyrion. You could be running around looking like Tyrion. You could be doing Jaime Lannister. You could be playing Arya Stark, any of the other assassins. What's the assassin, the faceless dude that trained her? You could be playing him. You could be doing summons just like Genshin for all those different people. You could be running around as Cersei. I don't care. What, Mother of Dragons? You could be playing her right now with some skills. And they don't all have to be that unique to where you're wasting a lot of time having like all these special skill sets. But they could be, just like in solo leveling Arise with all their hunters. They have different hunters with all their different skill sets and all their different type of damage that they do. Same thing you could do right there for Game of Thrones, and that gacha would be fun. I would be spending so much money to collect all those different characters. We could be playing the polearm dude or the mountain. You could be playing like so many, because they're doing everything from the shows. You could be playing all those characters, and then they could bring in characters from the books that other people might know about, and you'd have an unlimited supply of characters, updates that you could do, people spending money to make tons of money, and then you could also have, you know, some kind of gacha for weapons or other special artifacts or something. I don't know. The jewelry gacha system they have is okay, I guess. The jewelry still a little lackluster. And then the expedition thing to me is really boring. Just to buy a whole bunch of expedition, have them come back from expedition, and did you get an artifact or an increase for the artifact stuff? The whole show was PvP, what, in Game of Thrones? Most violent backstabbing show? Yeah, of all time, right? This should be PvP. A large-scale PvP in that would be really cool. Even, you know, speaking of how I said I didn't really like the PvP to where it's like 2v2 and stuff. The way that Game of Thrones is set up, you know, 1v1 and 2v2 would be kind of interesting. I'd rather do large-scale. Has it been getting nighttime forever? I feel like the sun's kind of been at that position for a minute. I don't know I've never played Once Human. What's that like? Isn't Once Human coming out soon or... Oh, guy's smacking me. I thought I saw once human being advertised. We're running out of MP really quick. I think we should take off that ice shield. Let's take that off auto. We need to get better MP regeneration. Oh, we've got some stuff for that. This one will give us attack casting speed. MP regen on that. Realm. Okay, we look at the map too for the starting area. This is the starting area map we're on. But then if we go to the world map, there's all these things that we have not even explored. So we're just in Midgard right now. But it did say once we get to Midgard 12, we get to unlock dungeons. Midgard part 12. What Midgard part are we on right now? Uh-oh. Something's happening. Thor just came down. Is that who this is? Insolent mortal who dared to defile my name. I'll personally strike him with lightning. Who's this? Theorem? We gotta find somebody. I haven't been paying attention to the story, so I don't know what that's all about. Let's check the quest. We are on quest 9, so not too far away to unlock dungeons. We just keep doing this main quest. Pretty easy. I haven't had any problems yet. Came out a few days ago. Yeah, on PC, right? The mobile version came out. How was that? Is it a good game? It's a survival game, though, isn't it? The mighty Thor would actually come down. Oh, this guy used this to call mighty Thor. He didn't know what would happen. We gotta save him. Oh, that's far away. Let's teleport. Oh, we got to give this to Thor to calm him down. Some strong mead. He's freaking out. All right, we got to go find Thor now. Now, nothing aggroes you on this beginning zone. I'm really curious what it's going to be like when we go into the other zones, if things are all aggressive, because it's pretty packed with mobs in this. If we go somewhere and you start pulling something, even just a solo grind, and they all start running after you, it's going to be pretty hard. Dude, this guy's big. Thor's pretty huge compared to a small little mortal. You're pretty disappointed. What do you mean? It's not even out yet. Logic, what's happening? It's not out until the 30th. You've got 4 days before it actually global launches. So, of course, there's not going to be updates until like 15 or 30 days after global. This is what happens when people play early access. You shouldn't expect anything. Early access is always dumbed down. None of the cool events come out. None of the cool shop deals. Early access is just people to play the game, really to test out any bugs or server issues they're going to have. Early access is not for things to happen in the game. That won't happen until a month after global. Maybe 15 days if we're lucky after global. Because global, everybody's going to be busy doing everything we've done. It's global in a few months? No. What? Did you say Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones King's Road has not have a global launch yet. Yeah, its global launch is going to be in 4 days. Yeah, so we'll see some communication from them and all sorts of stuff, you know, soon. After global, they'll be busy, man. They'll be busy. I'm sure. I'm hoping. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be bringing a lot of co-op. We'll see about that. I hope so. I hope they've got a good idea. I hope they've taken a lot of feedback from players and said, hey, we need like a crazy amount more co-op. I don't know what they need to do, but something. What did the staff say? If they are lying in Discord, they should report it? Huh? What do you mean? What did the staff say? Global launch, we know for a fact, is in 4 days from now, right? Isn't it? Let's see. Global launch. Game of Thrones. King's Road. It's still the 30th on iOS, right? Okay, on Steam, if you paid for it, right, on Steam, it says March 26th. Which has been a month now. It's been 1 full month since the Steam global launch, which is really early access. You know, it says early access on here. It completely, I mean, it says big letters on Steam right here. Early access. Game of Thrones went out on March 26, 2025. That's exactly 30 days from today, but it clearly states that it's early access, and you have to pay for it. It'll be free when it goes global. Now, when is the global date, though? Have they pushed the global date back? Do they want to make changes before they go global? Okay, well, yeah, then that's the feedback you're getting. That's the comms you're getting from them. If they're saying that they've taken all the feedback that they're getting from this early access players on Steam, and that they want to push the actual global launch date back, then they're wanting to make the game better before then. But I'm pretty sure my phone still says we've got 7 minutes until PvP, guys. Valhalla. If we can jump, I really hope we can jump in there. I know we can't really make a difference in it because we're such low level, but I really hope we can jump in and see what it's like. That's for the game I'm playing right now. App Store. Let's go here and see if it's changed at all. Now, you can never trust these app stores. Their dates change a lot, too. But Game of Thrones. Oh, I'm on the Japanese app store. I can't see it. I can't see, but last time I looked on here, it said the 30th. But that could change, yeah, easily. May 31st, so definitely could be wrong. Yeah, they've changed it then. The App Store used to say April. So now it's going to be 2 months until they do global. Yeah, well. That's what happens when you have early access and they need to make changes to the game. I don't blame them. Like I said, they don't really have a good in-game loop, and they've got terrible co-op that they need to improve on. Like more co-op. Not that what they have is terrible when you go into the dungeons and you do a little battle with those, you know, the spider and the drake and all that stuff, the manicore. They just need more co-op. And the in-game loop, to me, going in there and doing those instance-based things that they have is okay if the rest of the game had more for me to want to get stronger. You know, I need a reason to get stronger. Everybody does, right? What's the point of getting stronger if there's like nothing to do, right? So they really need to improve their in-game process. I'm sure that's what they're doing. So they're taking time to do that. Hard to come back from. It is. It's really hard to come back from a bad global. So when they do announce that, hey, global's coming out, everybody goes to try it, and you've got all the streamers streaming it, and everything's going on, you need to have the game as best as you can have it. That doesn't always happen. Of course, we've seen many times. Many times games released that are all messed up. That's why I don't like to play, you know, non-stop. And I'm glad I haven't been playing King's Road that much. I'm glad I stopped playing it and was waiting to see about global. Because I get burnt out, man. I get burnt out playing these early accesses, and then global comes. Luckily, we know this game's going to release in 3 days, right? Guaranteed this game will release in 3 days. Because this game's been around. Like, this game's been played in Korea. This game's been played in Japan. There's no worry that there's something wrong with what they're doing here. It's going to come. You saw that little hang glide action I did? Just jumping off that little area here. It's a bummer to see. It is. I play early access all the time, especially as a content creator, trying to figure out what's going on with the game and learn more about it. Where do they want me to go to? They want me to find something, but I have no idea where I'm going. Let's go over here to this cliff. Oh, I didn't make it. I didn't make it to that cliff. There's a crocodile and he's red. Oh, there's a spiky crocodile and he's red too. I wonder if are we in a new area where things aggro me? Whoa, he's coming after me, right? Yeah. Okay, nice. So we're kind of out of the baby area to where nothing would aggro me. I'd be in the middle of a swamp with these crazy looking things and nothing would ever attack me. This is fun. Now we got to actually be a little careful what we're doing. Although I think it's pretty hard to die still. Where are we? We're over here. But it's more exciting when you got to worry about yourself. There's a lot of stuff to forge here. We need to make note of this. Oh, we can notate things. Hold on. Can we mark things on the map? No location save, save current location. I didn't want to save the bandit camp. This is another thing too that Game of Thrones should have. Game of Thrones looks like you can pinpoint things on the map and put a note there, but you can't. I would like that in Game of Thrones. So when you're looking around to farm your, what was it called? Sweetgrass? You can notate where the sweetgrass area is and other things you might want to go back to and farm daily. Okay, defeat some bandit warrior. Man, that's a lot of stuff right here. And or this is a crazy area. Back to the map. Save current location. Okay, we can fast travel to this location. Now, I wonder what can increase our mining speed. Can we get a better pickaxe to increase that speed? I don't know. I'm not going to do this right now. I got to go kill stuff. We got to do main story so we can get to dungeons. Once we get to chapter 12, we can do dungeons. That's what I want to focus on. And we've got PvP coming up in how many minutes now? 30 seconds. Oh, there's weapon skin. Weapon skin finally unlocked. Okay, we've got weapons here. Is this my strongest one? I think it is. But I can use, like for our look, we can have a look of anything we want. Let's go with this one, this weird one. Let's apply that. Can we fuse any of these? Maybe, but we got to get to PvP. I don't want to miss his PvP. Arena. Enter. That scared me. Matchmaking in progress. They can't start this if there's not enough players. Come on, man. Tell me there's going to be enough players for this. This is Valhalla. Battle for Valhalla. I got to see what this is about. Rating and leaderboard ranks are reset daily at midnight. The season is renewed at the first of each month at midnight. Now, I'm sure I can get out of this and we're still matchmaking, right? Obviously. Obviously, this game's smart enough. Yeah, still says matchmaking's going on. Okay. All right, so we're going to fight this guy. I hope we can make it. What class are you playing right now? I'm playing the wizard that goes into the dark mage and the archmage. The dark wizard and the archmage. You can play either one. You can switch back and forth between the two. I like the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie looked pretty cool. We played the priest as well. And I'm going to unlock the other two. I want to see what the archer is like, and I want to see archer and rogue. And then the, what's the other one? The warrior. It's like the marauder and kind of like a tank class you can play with control. We're using quite a few health pots here. Have we gotten any kind of new gear at all to equip? We should look into crafting new gear, because I haven't been doing any kind of crafting. We have lots of material to do it with. I have... There it is. I got this ore here that I've been dismantling some gear for. What is this? Did this just reset? Can we get something good? It's giving me a red dot. Where's the free stuff? Come on, man. Whenever you show a red dot, you got to show the free stuff. Like a little small give me. Oh, somebody else is here. An actual Japanese person. Man, they're moving fast too. She must be powered up. She's got a nice avatar. You see how fast, like, just her movement speed is? Unreal. She's double timing it. We can get a teleport skill though later. You're leaning to archer? I think archer would be great because you get to play the archer and you get to play the rogue. So two completely different play styles. If you get bored, you jump over to the rogue. You can stealth. You can do a whole bunch of, you know, melee awesome stuff. And then with the archer, you get all these ranged attacks. So yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be more fun than this archmage, because the archmage, playing either an archmage, which has a lot of AoE and control, or the dark wizard that has a lot of damage over time, heal back, kind of like a lot of necro skills. It kind of feels like. No summons though. Doesn't feel like that huge of a change. It's a different playstyle maybe, but it's just casting spells, you know. I'd much rather play a class that has more diversity. That whenever you get bored, you can go play a different kind of playstyle, you know. And it's cool that you're not locked in, because if, like, say I play the rogue and I'm not that strong as a rogue, like I'm not high enough level, or I haven't spent enough money and my rogue just isn't that strong, and I get into melee combat and I'm just getting my ass handed to me, then I can switch over to archer and I can try it at range and maybe get them weak enough by the time they get to me. It's easier, right? Like this, we got this guy down at half life before he got to me. So, you know, range might be a little easier. She just slowed him there with that pulsing nexus thing. Oh, matchmaking. You can see matchmaking's going on right above my, you see it right up there? Kind of above my head to the right. Still says it's happening. No, don't cancel our matchmaking. Man, I hope this goes down. Come on, Battle for Valhalla. There's got to be people that want to play this right now. It's only 1 p.m. in Japan, but it is a Saturday, so there should be Japanese people playing on Saturday at 1 p.m. I mean, I know on the global servers we won't have any issues with this. We'll all be able to jump into these things. It's global. There's going to be a lot of people playing from all over the world. But I really want to experience it now. This will decide whether I want to spend money or not, you know? I don't want to day one, you know, start spending money, the week one, start spending money, and then I find out the game isn't what I want it to be. PvP wise, dungeon wise, all that. All right, defeat these bandits. Let's see what we've got here for items. Right. Achievements. Growth level 30. Reach level 30. What do we get? A summon ticket for what? Honorable rare avatar summon. We get a rare avatar summoning ticket at 30. That's awesome because all we've gotten before from our tickets has been uncommon and common. And an avatar gives us a good stat boost, speed boost, casting boost. And it is a new costume we can wear as well. We can always wear the older ones for looks. 55. 8,000 combat power, but that's not going to get us anything cool. Open a hidden treasure chest in the field. I've done this one time. When have I seen a hidden treasure chest in a field? This will give us common to legendary. It's probably going to be a common. Those aren't that great. It's only 1/1. Complete a dungeon, 20 runs. Collect a rare item or better. We haven't had a rare item yet. Collect a piece of equipment. Will this give us a rare item? Lucky chest. Common to rare. Arena. We're trying to do arena. Okay, these are nicer. Look at this. Fuse epic avatars. We don't have epic. We don't even have a rare avatar. We can't fuse epics. Become a legend. Fuse legendary avatars. No, man. We're not going to have that unless we play for a while or spend money. We either got to play for a bit or spend some money to get that. Fuse avatar time 5. We can do that with maybe commons and uncommons. Donate to the guild. Yeah, we've done that. Make a friend. We made one. What is a key? Oh, are we in PvP? It says matchmaking. I just heard it being. Oh no, I heard some sound. Yeah, I think an archer would be a solid choice. Okay, I'm gonna put this on play, but look, here's some of the. Let me pull up some of these boss battles I've done. Not really. I mean, they're mini bosses, but it'll give you an idea of what they play like. All right, check this out. Here's the big, the first big booba lady you're gonna fight. She's out there. She's looking pretty crazy. She does this AoE attack. She does these homing missiles that you can't get away from those homing missiles. And then she'll do this AoE attack that petrifies you, and I could not get out of that area. I could get to the corner of it, but I just cannot get out of that loop, man. She would petrify me every time. And then she does like a cone attack, and she'll have like a front straight line attack that she does. But that, look at that. Every time I would just get, and then this one, she's got this nuke that she hit me with burning. It was pretty cool. And then I had, this is when I was fighting her. It wasn't a story quest when I first saw her. So when I saw that guy, and then I saw her standing there, and she had like a boss marker over her head. And I couldn't do damage to her. I couldn't kill her. Where's when she first lit me up with that fire? That was one of them. When she does this laser beam attack too, it was light me up. She'd get me petrified. She'd do that one. Here, look at that. Yeah, it was that laser beam attack, and that would light me up. That was pretty fun. So that was a pretty cool boss fight. And then I fought this lady. I fought this girl earlier today, She's got a frontal move. I don't think that's slow. I don't think slow is slowing her down. I don't think debuffs were happening on this one. All right, we jumped out of that. And this was pretty easy. This one didn't have the the AoE petrification like the other lady had. Yeah, these were pretty simple to get out of. And if you were like a melee class and you were fighting it head on, well, that one, see, I couldn't get that AoE stun. I wasn't prepared for that, and then this hit. And this has got that blast in the front. I mean, it's pretty cool stuff, right? All the things you would think to face when you're fighting these little bosses. Oh, I'm dropping AoE on all these guys. Let's go rescue some people. Yeah, did you guys see combat? Combat's pretty cool. Depends on how I can control my mage. I feel like it's kind of hard to control my mage when I have her skills just firing off. All right, while this guy kills real quick, I'll be right back. My wife's home from the gym. Let me see what she's doing. Is there a battlefield? I think there's a like a PvP area. There's got to be somewhere where you can flag for PvP area, but there is Battle for Valhalla, which we're queued up for right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with it. We're matchmaking in progress. Can't start if there aren't enough players. Like, what is this battle? Battle for Valhalla is this big PvP thing. I don't know what it looks like. We tried to play the arena beta version, but there was nobody queued up for that either. I don't know. On global, it's going to be different, right? Global's going to be busy, but right now for this Japanese server, and this is one of their newest servers, server 8, I don't see anybody queuing up for it. Because even when I look at my guild, I just joined a random guild, but look at the levels of players. Most of them are pretty low level, like newer players. I'm level 26, and I've been playing for 2 days. So I don't know how old this server is, since it's one of their newest ones. There are some higher members. I see there's 67, 70. There are a couple 70s, but most are 23, 26, 24. Even these level 30, even this level 21, 9,000, 10,000 power. What are we at? We're at 8,000 power. But I haven't crafted any gear, and we have uncommon gear on right now. I like this too. Like I said, we're in this new area now where things can aggro us. In the previous area we were in, which is we're still in the starting zone. But over here, things are aggressive to us. This whole area we were in earlier, nothing would attack us unless we attacked it. Which is good. I want to see us get attacked more. I want us to fear for our life more. Because I haven't really had to fear for my life at all at the beginning. Are we running low on health pots? What are we at right now? 40? Yeah, we are. We're running really low on health pots. On their accuracy defense, my stats? I don't know. I haven't done it. I've just got the beginning. I haven't even crafted gear. I know I can craft gear and I've been breaking it down, but my attack is 40? Yeah, accuracy 60? Yeah, I haven't done anything to make my account stronger, really. I haven't even powered up the gear I have. I can make this stronger, like +1. I can make it +2, +3. I've got the resources to do that, but it's uncommon, so I was waiting so I get some rare. And we should see if we can craft something. Now, I know these will aggro us. This guy attacked me earlier. That crocodile did. I'm surprised he's far enough away. I guess he won't right now. The bigger one. Oh, I got to kill those. There's a lot of them. My AoE might pull in a few. Oh well, let's see what happens. Yo, why is she running so close? What are you doing? Just attack the ones that are there. Nub. Let's tag target this guy. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's still matchmaking though for PvP, so I don't know. I don't know how long this matchmaking for Valhalla will go on, and if we're gonna get enough players. I would assume we'd have enough players. Oh, there's 3 coming in today, or 3 coming in. I would think we'd have enough players today since it's Saturday in Japan, and it's 1 p.m. Oh, that was a huge dinosaur. Whatever that mount was gigantic. Oh yeah, we were supposed to get some more HP pots, weren't we? Big one. It's a big one again. Hit him with the lightning bolt. Do I have enough stamina for 4? Oh, he's gonna get stunned soon. There he goes. Sucker. Alright, we've got a... Whoa, what's happening? Is it taking us into Valhalla? Are we getting to see PvP? What's happening here? Battle for Valhalla. Okay, this is different than I thought it was going to be. It's not as rustic as the PvP. Like the PvP when we went into the 2v2, 4v4, 6v6 that we could do wasn't like this. What the? Are we maxed out in gear? Not in skills. What are we doing? Do we need to activate anything? I guess I'll run with these people. Okay, this is just a group Zerg though. Is there not more to this than just Zerging each other on... Maybe it's good to be in this cup thing? I'm not sure. I'm getting low. I got blasted. Oh, that's it. That's 1 life? What? Leave or spectate? Are you serious? No, no, I'm back in it. Why does it say spectate though? That's weird. Maybe that's just a translation. Okay, we're getting our... I have no idea what's going on. I hope the other arena PvP is better than this. This didn't seem good at all. That seemed terrible PvP. Like no objective at all really, except to maybe beat out that little that chalice that was in the middle. And then you have a beast like throw. Man, I hope there's better PvP than this. That was terrible. That was just like, what? Now it could have been lopsided, sure, but you didn't. Even if it was lopsided, there was no like real objectives going on there. It's like not like we went to point A to point B. We, you know, they took this, took that, and then something happened. It was just we go in the middle, mash each other, and then boom, this big giant thing through a. I don't know. That's terrible. It's not what I'm looking for. That's for sure. We need a more objective-based PvP. Wow. We'll see how it plays out in global. It's not making me feel good. Let's go to chapter 12 so we can see what dungeons are like. Why is there a red dot here? Can we craft any rare gear yet? What do we have to do to craft rare gear? Yeah, this doesn't even say rare. This is like a common piece. Okay, that's rare, right? That's blue. Blue is rare. Damn. We need a lot of gold. Wood would be easy to get. Grindstones are 240. We've only got 38. I don't even know where to collect this. I'm sure it will tell us. We need these mystery crystals, which we might not get unless we go to a dungeon, maybe. Killing monsters, dungeons, relics, void summons. Okay. Yeah, Tick. How do I increase that? You just said increase your accuracy and defense. Sure, but how do you increase your accuracy? Oh, we're fine. We got as long as we have health pots, we'll stay alive. Then we get to chapter 12 and see what's going on with dungeons. Wes? Wait, we already did chapter 12. Midgard Part 12. Island of Serpents. Island of Serpents quest. Okay. I don't know where Island of Serpent. There's Serpent Island down here. Oh, 12 is way down here. I see. This is all part of chapter 10. We've got to go through chapter 10, 14, 15, chapter 10, 26. Then we got to go through all of 11. 11 goes to 19, and then we got to go to 12. Okay, so there's quite a lot. There's a lot to do to get to the dungeon. Equipment and codex, like crafting those and adding them to that. In the item collection. Yeah, adding them to here. So we can get +1 damage against bosses and beasts and this stuff. We can add this one, but now we gotta either... Now in other games I played like this, if we were missing something, we could go to crafting immediately. Okay, this is buy from the auction house. Got it. That's not crafting. Like, it would take us straight to the crafting page that has that, and then we could see if we had the materials to craft it or not. Oh, it doesn't even say you can get this from crafting. It doesn't say. It says sources, killing monsters, town quests, dungeons, battle for Valhalla, relics, and void summons. Okay, we can't craft that. Yeah. Yeah, I've already added all these to it, so. Huh. If we can't craft it, we'd have to go to wherever the drops this stuff and farm it. We're out of health pots. We gotta book back to town. Hold on. Can you stop attacking? Stop attacking. That guy's gonna aggro. He's coming after me. All right. Yeah, we'd have to see where those drop and just go farm that area for that drop. Which might not be a bad thing to do, but we're fine. We're still progressing through the quest there. As long as we have these bad boys. For now. For now, as long as we have them. That's right. We could drink med. That would give us this mead would give us some HP back and mana back while we're questing. Okay, we're full now. Back to the Crocs. 1,000. I don't know. It was 500 before. It's getting pricey. Is it getting pricey to do this? Oh, we went to a whole new croc area. Like, this is a different little swamp area. Abandoned village. What is that thing? I'm surprised those don't... See, all this stuff, all that should aggro to us, I feel like. Most of it should come right at us. Especially when they look creepy like this. Oh, the big one's gonna get you. Okay, at least the big one comes after us, always. Is the glider there? Also, yeah, the glider's gotcha. All mounts are gotcha, right? So you've got your regular mounts and you've got your glider mounts flying. And then there's also, I've seen mounts that are aquatic that you use in the ocean. So I don't know what part of the world we're going to go to where there's ocean battles. I'm sure we'll get there where it's all water based and we actually use the mount to go everywhere in water. Because I've seen sharks, I've seen other things like this that you ride. So I'm sure they'll give us one for free when we get there. And then there's avatars, like skins for your heroes. And weapon skins too that I've seen. But weapon skins didn't seem like... Did weapon skins increase? They had to increase our power, right? Yeah, they do. Oh. Aren't these fancy? Look at that one. Immune to all damage for 2 seconds. All PvP damage taken reduction. This is probably something we can get from maybe doing PvP. Alright, defeat void structure. Oh, there's a hidden treasure chest. We don't see many of these. Is there an interactive map? There's probably an interactive map for this already, right? Since it's been out in Korea and Japan for so long. And this is where we can get some nice weapon stuff. Or we can get some nice rewards. There's also, if we do like 10, we get some kind of nice reward. For the gacha. Okay. Common. This is common to uncommon. Is that an increase? That was a weapon skin. But can we fuse them now? Now that we have so many, do I have enough to do a little baby fusion? All right, new weapon skin. This one is reduce magic costs of skills by 1%. Reduce MP costs of skills by 1%. Same thing, right? Why does it say rare? 2%, 2%, 1%. Yeah, it's all the same. Okay, not enough to do fusion for... collection effect and fusion. 1, 2... Okay, we didn't get a higher grade. And we've only got 3. We don't have 4 to do another one. Skins, yeah. And that was it. More item collection. All right. Yeah, I wonder if there's somewhere where you know where the all the hidden treasure chests are on the map. Hidden in Odin. All chest locations, all maps. Get gotcha tickets fast. This video is only 1 minute and 48 seconds. So are they just referring to? Yeah, they're just referring to a website. Aren't there way more than this? One in the castle. I guess it's showing us a castle here. One outside. One in a cave over here. We haven't even been to that area, I don't think. Okay, if we get all those chests, what does it unlock for? There was not a quest. There was a achievement for us. There was some kind of achievement to where if we got the chest, where was it? Growth, adventure. Here, hidden chest. If we get all 10 of them, but this is only a common to a legendary amount, and a common to a legendary. I mean, we've got a chance. If we get those, we've got a chance to get something nice. But I'm sure if we look at the odds, where are the odds on this? Maybe we have to have the ticket to look at the odds. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if it's good or not. We'll have to see how low it is for the legendary, because the mythic stuff I saw was like a 0.01% chance, or maybe it was even legendary. It was a 0.01% chance. It was insanely low. I don't know if we can increase that somehow. There, we can use food. We can use food for 20 minutes for MP regen and for accuracy and attack. We should probably actually look at some other good food. There might be some things for us to use. There might be some good food for us to use. That'll help us at least grind this faster. Has anybody been on Twitch right now? Did Twitch ever go up to 1080? No, it's still stuck at 720. It's really weird. So surprised Twitch is like a lower. It's doing a lower resolution, even though I'm doing like a crazy high bit rate for Twitch. It's crazy. I don't know. It's better to watch it on YouTube, I think. It's better to watch my stream on YouTube. It's going to be a much higher quality. Yeah, I can tell the difference. I don't know why Twitch is doing that. It's weird. Controller support on Android? I don't know. I tried controller support on PC and it didn't work for me. I got a controller hooked up. I use it all the time in Call of Duty, so I tried it this morning and it didn't work. But maybe they'll come out with that for global, I would hope. I really hope they do. Are any of these close? 786. Oh, we got our town. We'll do those another time. Let's find a Luca really quick. Yeah, I know, right, Darwin? I really hope they have controller support. It'd be nice to sit here and just chill out with a controller in my hand. I mean, mouse and keyboards are not hard either. The good thing is you don't have to put a lot of effort into doing combat until you're fighting something hard. You're doing a dungeon with other people. You're doing PvP. So still, controller would be nice. Pretty relaxing. Why am I going around finding all these people? You must be telling me some kind of story. Is there a merchant here for weapons? I'm sure we can't buy rare, right? These are our skill books. Let's see. Purchase, purchase. Skill book, Archmage. Okay, these are all for Dark Wizard. Oh, this is nice. This is a continuation on our Fireball. We should have got this a while ago. This is pretty nice. Skill enhancements. Town Merchant. Where do we get this from? We can buy these? Oh, that's the shop. That's the trade post. Where are skill enhancements? Not from this lady. Oh, nice. Where do we get these tokens from? It's not showing me. We have 410 of these, but I don't know where we got it from. And it would be cool to save up to get something like these tickets. Maybe these are from our daily town hall. Medals, combat token, and guild tokens. These are guild. We have 170 guild tokens. So we'll save these up. Look at that. Some epic at 10,000. Pretty juicy. Oh, storage. Sweet. And these are our pots. Teleportation, blessing. I don't see. Oh, there is some low level equipment. I wonder if this low level equipment is some of the equipment we need for our codex. I don't want to have to go check right now. I don't want to do the tedious stuff because we're going to be playing global in 3 days, so I don't want to do any of the tedious stuff on this Japanese server. I won't be back here, right? I'm not coming back here to play. In progress. All right, let's go. I'm kind of bummed out about that PvP though. That PvP seemed horrible. It doesn't seem like there was any objective-based stuff in there at all. I don't know. I'm hoping the global PvP is a lot better. We'll know within the first few days. I'll hold off on spending money. until we find out what the dungeons are like and what the PvP's like. But we'll be able to see dungeons here soon. Once we get to chapter 12. Can you show us field bosses? Where are they at? What do field bosses look like? Are they on the map somewhere? Do they pop up? I remember playing this one mobile MMO that was awesome with field bosses. They would have a timer and it would give everybody a global notification of when they pop up. And when they pop up, everybody can go over there. You could even jump into other servers and fight their bosses. And then there'd be a big leaderboard for everyone who fought the boss. And sometimes it would be on a PvP area too. Is there that kind of thing here? I don't know. You tell me. Where? Oh, there was a chest over here. I remember when we saw that map that there was a chest here. Is there? I mean, we're in the starting area, so I don't know. I don't see anything like that. We fought some mini bosses doing quests. But yeah, you'd have to tell me that. They have a timer? Where is it though? Maybe it's not in this beginning zone. We've got a lot of other zones that we don't, we haven't even been to them because look, we've got all these other ones. Unexplored area, unexplored, all these unexplored areas. So it could be in these other zones. It is something that I would think you would put in a starting zone just so people can experience it. Like that's a smart thing to do. Give people a glimpse of what they can expect later on, so you always have some kind of event in the starting area so they know later on, hey, we're going to have more of this. Right? Right, you would think. I don't know. I don't see any timers. I see they've got this battle pass thing. Oh, we got another ticket. The Odin pass. All these daily login things. Am I not able to get this day one? Day one? Oh, you had to buy this. Oh, there's no free version of that. Okay. Okay, there's PK for like player killer stuff. Unlock after Midgard chapter 12. All this is Midgard chapter 12. Once we do that, we can unlock the PK dungeons, whatever sealstone is, runes, imprinting, relics. I don't even know what that is. What is that? A return quest? It says Providence. And this is a whole nother area. Like these unlock. Not even from Midgard. It's another one of those realms. So that's gonna be long. That's gonna be a far ways away. All right, we've got all the buffs on us right now from food and from scrolls. Maybe level requirement? It could be, but you would at least see it, right? You'd at least be able to see it on the map somewhere. I would think that there'd be like a big icon that would pop up somewhere showing us that. There's a serpent's lair. Oh, that's the first dungeon we go to. Yeah, this is gonna be when we're in chapter 12 and we get there. It's gonna be that first dungeon that we get to go through with bots, and then we can queue up, I think, with people after that. Beta test. This is Japanese server. The global is gonna be out in 3 days. This has been out in Japan for a little while, and it's been out in Korea for a while. Why is this person following me? This person's fast too. This person's got a lot of gear. We could still upgrade our armor, but I really don't want to. I think we're fine. I'm waiting for rare. I don't want to use that. I wonder if we can use this even on rare. Let me check. If we can only use it on uncommon, then yeah, I'll use it. So rare growth, monster killing. It doesn't, it says common. It doesn't say that I can't use it on rare. but maybe like the effectiveness of it. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll still wait. Still wait. Give me some rare gear. Come on. Or let me craft it somehow. All right, health bots. We're still good at health bots. We got 700 earlier. We're only at 620. So we're not taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Gerard, it will be out in 3 days. Global. We'll all be able to play it. We're going to be on server 6. If we can get to server 6, we'll be there. What's this fiery thing over the side? Something's burning back there. Something kind of big. Maybe it's a tree or some kind of something they burnt up. Some kind of demon. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. There was a hidden chest over here we were supposed to get. And back in this area. After we beat these cultist guys, it might take us back in there. But I know there's a hidden chest from that website we just went to. Oh, you gotta fly down. Fly down behind the fire somehow. And we get the hidden chest. Where's my girl going? Searching for these cultists. Actually, we were fighting something else. It switched over to these 20 things. All right, we'll go back to fight these in a minute. I want to see how we're gonna get this chest in the back. Oh, whoa. Never mind. We'll fight this guy in a minute. This is the way it was with that big booba girl that I was fighting earlier. She was like this. She had to like this icon, like I couldn't beat her. And then it was part of a quest. So once it unlocks as a quest, for us to kill it, it's much weaker. Like it's beatable then. Right now we can't even beat him. I don't think he'll die. Maybe after 8 more of these we can fight him. Yeah, this is the last quest for chapter 10. So we're going to fight him. And then we'll go into chapter... No, it's not. We've got 21, 22. We've got to go to 26. Report back. Never mind. First merchant. Mechanism? First mechanism. Okay, 3 more. Come on, let us fight the boss. Yes, this one. Where are we going? We're going up, man, up. We're climbing like Genshin Impact. That's cool that we can climb so easy. What's it doing? Where's it telling me to fly to? Inspect the top of the suspicious pillar. Okay, what's up here? Another lever for us to pull. Okay, I think that's the guy. Here it is. We got the crazy worshippers and a guy with snakes on his head. Is that what he's got? Should I kill these guys first? Yo, kill that thing right there. Oh man, I silenced. I didn't get out of that. I bet this guy can't be frozen. Oh, he's probably morphed me. Get away. We're so slow without some cool gear. Is he getting slowed by frostbite? He's not. He's moving pretty fast. I'm pretty sure I'm out of that. Oh shit. Just gonna face tank it. Okay, wait a minute. Now in the back here is where that hidden chest is supposed to be. Yeah, easy. I don't need to drop down and fly to it. We just go pick it up. So we do get a summoning ticket for that, and then if we get enough of them, we'll get some more summoning tickets. So it's pretty good. It's common to legendary. Come on, 0.10% chance. Oh, this is an... No. Common. See, this one's common to uncommon, so we know we're not going to get anything good there. Was that an upgraded avatar? Look, I said we're not going to get anything good, and we got an increase of attack speed by 2%. Cast speed went down by 1%. Attacks gone up. Defense went up. Accuracy went up. And our dodge went up. Let's equip it. Okay, how does it look? Is that a nice new skin or not? This one's pretty cool. Well, here we go. We don't even need a cloak. We just run around in a little skirt. Showing our hips, showing our shoulders. It's pretty nice. I still think we're pretty far away from dungeons, right? We got to go to the end of this kind of zone, starting area. Quest-wise, let's go over to this quest. Yeah, we got to go through all through 11, all through that, and then hit up 12. Snake hunting, which one was it? Something in Serpent Island. We got to go through this. It's going to be a minute. Yeah, I guess I'll bounce out, guys. I'm going to go have some lunch, see what my wife's up to. It's Saturday. She's off. And my kids are home, too. But I was really expecting more for PvP. I hope PvP for global launch for global is way better. I hope it's 100 times better. It's got some objective base. I don't know what the hell we got into with that battle for Valhalla. Just seemed like crap. The beta PvP that we can sign up for is really weird because it's just you queuing up for PvP or setting a queue for it. It actually looks pretty good. I'll give them that. Like when we create this and we go in here, like this setup for this four teams looks pretty good. There's no objective on this one, but it looks way better than that Valhalla mess we were in. You know, each of these pillars would be the team starting out coming to us. So we've got 5 pillars. We've got a couple hills. We've got a couple things we could hide behind. Open ground. I mean, this looks like a good PvP zone. If you wanted to do 2v2v2v2 or just a big skirmish. But Valhalla needs to be way better than what I saw. I don't even know what that was, man. This game has trade with other players. It does. Well, I don't know. I think you can sell on the market. I don't know about just straight up going to somebody and giving them stuff. Probably. I don't know if you can just drop it on the ground. I'm sure you can. Most times you can, right? My girl's got a big axe. Look at this. She's building those muscles. Huge. All right, guys. We've been on for 2 hours. I'm going to head out. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Again, we'll see what PvP is like. We'll see what dungeons are like. I'll get to dungeons by the end of today. And I'll see what dungeons, you know, I'll record like the whole dungeon experience so we can make a video on it so that I can talk about, you know, playing this game. And I'll be streaming it, of course. And we'll be back streaming it again either tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow's Sunday for me. So either Sunday or Monday, we'll be back streaming again in the newer area. And I'm going to unlock the other 2 classes so we can see what all their skills are. So we can see what the archer and the rogue's like. And there was one other class. Oh yeah, so we can see the warrior, we can see the marauder, and the like tank kind of class too. That'll be really cool to see. So we'll know what classes we want to play when we first start in 3 days. All right.